Hey guys, so I was gonna react to this video quite a while ago. I started watching it, but I'm like, no, I can't. I can't watch on my own. So we're gonna watch this together. You'll never believe this. It's insane. But here we go.
Hi, this is Ryan, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you a vegan what I eat in a day when I'm climbing mountains.
You heard that right. Climbing mountains, eating vegan. He's gonna be quitting within the next year, guaranteed. If he's not cheating, he's gonna be quitting.
And hopefully give you some ideas of what you could eat in a day if you're doing a kind of endurance, athletic activity, you're spending all day trekking, climbing, something like that. Let's dive right in. Hi, I'm Dr. Ryan Williams, the founder of Growing Pure, where we make vegan cooking and health fast, simple, and mind-blowingly tasty. So right now, I'm in the Lake District in the northwest of England. It's absolutely stunning here. It's so beautiful. The sun is shining. It's perfect weather for trekking up mountains. There's some great hills and fells here.
When he said perfect weather, it made me think of Goatus. Perfect weather, innit?
The views from them are just magnificent. However, it is quite hard work getting up them. So my father and I...
Yeah, and especially if you're vegan, because all you're running on is carbs.
are climbing up some fells, and we're doing a pretty big trek tomorrow. So on a day like this, it's pretty important to fuel up really well. You don't want to be running out of energy when you've still got a load of climbing still to...
You're gonna run out of energy, and here's why. Glycogen burns out fast. Enough said.
So that's what I'm going to be doing and showing you. Now, there are two obvious constraints when you're preparing food for a trek like this. Firstly, you're outside.
I know that glycogen runs out fast because I've been there. When I went keto, it didn't take long at all. So I've been keto for 3 years. I ate the veggies and stuff. I didn't eat like Dr. Berg keto, but I did eat keto. Okay, it was like a lot of tomatoes, peppers, celery, carrots sometimes, onions, garlic, things like that. Because carrots are more starchy, so they don't, yeah. But anyway, the first day that I actually went keto, it took me no time at all. After 12 hours, I was starting to feel my glycogen stores just dropping. And I was getting the shakes. I was feeling my insulin go down, blood sugar dropping, just everything was going. And oh my Lord, the shakes. Holy crap, the shakes. Oh my Lord. You are going to feel awful. Don't do this. I would not recommend you do this as a vegan. Don't do this. Wait until you've been 5 months carnivore, then do something like this. Because this is not, no.
And you're on a mountain, so you can't prepare any food. It has to already be done. Secondly, on something like this, you're going to be burning calories pretty quickly.
That's the thing with carnivore. Maybe you could make something if you want to take with you, but you wouldn't have to eat constantly and bring lots and lots and lots of crap with you. You wouldn't need to bring a whole heck of a lot. I mean, maybe you would, but it wouldn't be the same, you know. You could bring you could bring containers of food for the day and if it's I would, in this case, I would suggest more along the lines of packaged meat, like the processed stuff, because they're not terrible. That they might have a few little things in it that, you know, you might want to avoid depending on what some of the things are, but they're not terrible. Okay, they're not the absolute worst thing. I know, like, processed meat. I know meat in general doesn't last long. That's why I say, like, a couple days. And I know that some, like, processed meats, you can close them up really well, and they might last a little bit longer. Or if you know how to properly age meat, you can do that. I don't know. Or bring carnivore chips with you, like those carnivore crisps or whatever they're called. Find a way to get your hands on those. Bring some of them with you. You are going to die. Like, you're going to come very close to dying, if not actually die, as a vegan. Regular people have died going up Everest. I'm pretty dang sure. I mean, they were eating mostly plants. Could you imagine how they would have done if they were completely carnivore? Like 100%, no plants whatsoever for 5 months? I wonder how they would have done then.
You need quite energy-dense food to fill you up and give you that fuel you need to...
This is the other thing. Why do vegans feel like they need to do all this? Right, it's a disorder. Forgot.
Power through. Now,
it's not about animals. It's not even about health. It's because you have a disorder.
These constraints might...
I'm not going to say what, because YouTube will, probably flag the video if I say the actual thing. But it's a disorder.
Tempt you into going for kind of quick, easy snacks.
And you're going to say, oh, but carnivore's a disorder too. Here's the thing about carnivore. It's what fuels the human body properly. Ever wondered why everyone's getting malnourishment despite eating everything? It's because we're not supposed to eat everything, especially not every day. We're supposed to mainly eat meat. I said what I said. Okay. And I'm not saying don't eat plants. I've never said that ever on my channel. What I am saying is we shouldn't be relying on them, and we should not be eating them as the majority of our diet, because that's when you get issues. I'm already there, and I don't think there's any turning back for me now. So I'd rather not get any worse. Thank you very much. So all the naysayers, remember what I said in my last video, that this one person just keeps, why don't you just eat omnivore? Why aren't you just omnivore? Why not just do blah, 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 blah? You didn't watch the whole video. So watch that other video again. Or, good luck with your life, buddy, because I don't know what to tell you. You're insecure with your own life, I guess. I don't know.
Processed foods. You can do that if you want, but there's no need to. And what I'm going to be doing is showing you how I'm going to make a simple breakfast and lunch, and there'll be a couple of little snacks that might keep me going throughout the day.
Keep in mind, some of this probably needs refrigeration too. Like, it's not going to last you forever. Like, that's what I'm saying. I think meat would actually be better. You could probably have it up there 2 days, because I think when Fiona really blew out her power, I think the meat that I was eating would last at least 24 to 36 hours. I think you could at least make it last 2 days, because I know in the mountains it can get quite cold. So depending on where they're going, I don't know if it's cold where they're going. Probably. I would assume so.
I'm going to show you how I'm going to do those. Firstly, I'm doing overnight oats with some lovely fruit and bananas and berries. And secondly, I'm going to make...
Oh, bananas go bad so fast and so soft so fast. Blueberries are going to get all mushy. Are you taking this stuff with you? Or are you... I don't even pay attention half the time now, because vegans just blabber on.
Some really nice, simple sandwiches.
He did say you can't prep while you're there. You have to have it already done. So I guess you have to take some of this with you, but some of the food's gonna get all mushy and it's gonna get sloshed around in your bags. You're better off taking meat, one type of meat, or if it is supposed to be mixed, you're better off taking a mixed assortment of things. Like everything's gonna get mixed up if you and sloshed up. It's gonna turn into a slurry if you take vegan. I don't know why I'm imagining that, but that's kind of how I feel about it. I feel like it would all just turn into a slurry by the time you get up to the top of the mountain.
So let's take a look as I prepare the food ready to get started in the morning. All right, now I think it should go without saying that I'm not in my normal kitchen and I don't have my usual equipment and that sort of thing. So I'm not going for the prettiest meals ever here, right? Functionality is more important than anything else. So I've just got my container here, which I can take with me in my backpack up the mountains tomorrow. And then I'm just gonna, for my breakfast here, I'm just gonna do some blueberries, a banana, a few little dates, and then I've got some lovely porridge oats. So.
Carbs! Where's the protein? You haven't mentioned that yet.
Let's get all these in. Amazing.
You need protein, buddy. You need protein, because obviously that's how you get, oh my Lord, these people.
Vitamin content and antioxidants in blueberries. And then
He sounds like a dull version of Hench Herbivore. Which, by the way, dude, you're gonna end up in his position if you do this consistently enough. You're gonna end up in his position because you can't go like this. You probably already have worked up off your body fat, and if you haven't yet, you're going to fast. This is dangerous. Don't do this. Don't be vegan, and don't climb mountains if you're gonna be vegan. Especially if you're gonna be vegan, fine, but at the end of the day, I would not be climbing mountains if I were you.
these are just some lovely big juicy medjool dates. All right, those are my dates chopped up. Get those in. Lovely banana. Just chop this into a few pieces.
Does he really think just typical oats are gonna have protein? We don't even digest gluten. And now we're making seitan, which is pure gluten. When we wonder why we have these skyrocketing rates of gluten intolerance. Come on, people.
And so that's all the fruit elements. I will literally just free pour in some oats now. No need to really measure them because I know roughly how much I'll want. Beautiful.
Carbs. Dude, I bet you there's days where he feels it too much, but just goes with it and thinks he filled it up just enough, but yeah. You want the carbs, buddy. Carbs. No, there's no protein in here whatsoever. Not like we need protein for muscle regrowth and stuff like that. No, let's just fuel completely up on carbs. Skip the fats and the proteins. Woo!
Full. I'll just give this a little mix together now. And now with overnight oats, we don't need to cook them. What we're going to do is just add liquid to this now.
You're gonna need fat too, buddy. Are you gonna at least add some freaking coconut milk in this?
And let that liquid sort of soak into the oats and kind of almost cold cook them overnight. A little splash of water. And I tend to do like a 50-50 mix of water and plant-based milk.
Which one?
I'm getting the nice taste of the milk, but it makes it last a little bit longer. So I've got some oat milk here. It looks very liquidy now.
Wait, I'm gonna go back because the way my phone does this, I don't hear him very well through this little speaker because when the mic is enabled on top of it, so I have to go back.
Of water and plant-based milk. That way I'm getting the nice taste of the milk, but it makes it last a little bit longer. So I've got some oat milk here.
So no coconut milk. No fat. There's no fat. It's all toxic oils. Coconut milk, you'd at least be getting a natural fat. No, this is, I'm not saying you are healthiest eating coconut milk is healthier, but it's still not as healthy as animal fat. Nothing can compare. But I'm saying that no, oat milk is one of the worst ones because it has oils in it that are not natural. Oat milk? I never even had oat milk. The only plant-based milk I ever had was almond and coconut. Never had oat milk, and I never wish to. Blech.
It's very liquidy now, but a lot of that liquid will be soaked up.
Oh, beautiful. I can just imagine it. I don't have to look at it. I can imagine it. Beautiful. Who wants anyone want some slimy fruit and gooey oats? Yum. Gooey.
The oats overnight. So that's literally all we need to do, and just leave this overnight. So the next thing now is to get on with our beautiful sandwiches. All right, next up, I'm going to make my sandwiches. I've got 4 lovely slices of wholemeal bread. To put on these, I've got some
wholemeal. What does that mean?
hummus, the lowest oil hummus I could find in the supermarket.
Oh, beautiful. Lowest oil possible. Beautiful. Yeah, so we're depriving ourselves of fat, depriving ourselves of protein, and bumping up the... You're just like Nutrition by Victoria. You're a male version of her. Holy crap. And hench herbivore. You're probably... I don't know if you do... I mean, let's be real. Hench herbivore does do drugs. Steroids. But, I don't know if you do or not. I've never seen you before, but I bet you, dude, you eat just like Nutrition by Victoria, I think, more so. Because hench herbivore eats a lot of soy-based stuff. Now, this guy probably eats soy. I haven't watched through the whole video, but we'll see. Hench herbivore is like soy-based, basically.
Some lovely falafels, some little pieces of marinated tofu, so regular tofu.
Okay, yeah. So there is some soy there. But he seems like he's a lot more carb based. Protein, there is protein there still. It's not enough. You need protein. Look, your diet needs to be almost exclusively protein if you're going to walk mountains. And in fact, I think carnivore, 5 months once you're carnivore, because you can't do it 3 to 4 months in. I would wait a few more months because it takes about 3 to 4 months to actually adapt. So I would say 5 months, maybe even 6 months, maybe even wait a full year before you start doing stuff like that. Because I would never, dude, I would have never, nope. You would have never seen me doing heavy exercise 2 weeks into carnivore, even 3 months into carnivore, because I just didn't feel like I was adapted enough. Like, I really wanted to be sure my body was fully used to everything, because I was still struggling hormonally and struggling with my hair and stuff, and I'm still struggling now. So
straight out of the pack can be a little bit bland, but these have already been seasoned, which is great. And then I've got some lovely rocket here, or arugula. So what I'm going to do is just spread some hummus on these pieces of bread. One, I mean, this is delicious and it kind of wets it a little bit, so it's not so dry in your mouth when you have your sandwich. But the other great thing here is that it kind of acts a bit like a glue and holds all the other ingredients in the sandwich and stops them falling out. So that's why I'm doing it on.
I don't know. I'm going to keep bringing this up. You don't want to use too much hummus because diarrhea central. You could end up even going out both ends. I'm just saying, it's dangerous. Don't do it.
Both sides of the sandwich. Okay, that's looking really good. Now I'm going to take a few of these falafels, and for me, I'm just going to cut them in half and just plonk them down a little bit like that. That's great. Now, the little gaps left in the bread that aren't filled by falafel, I'm going to put some pieces of tofu in. This is going to be really good because it means we're going to be getting sort of flavor in every bite. Okay, that's brilliant. And now let's just put a few leaves of rocket think just on one side because they're going to fall out at the best of times otherwise. So got my sandwich there, and I'm just going to quickly flip this over. Perfect, and just squish it down a bit. So it's a pretty gargantuan sandwich, but I'm a pretty...
Wow. Wow. Sorry, I got this nervous mouth habit, so, but wow. 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 He said gargantuan, so I can only assume there's probably way too much hummus on that. Eesh. Yikes.
Guys, so I need quite a lot. And that's it for our sandwiches. This is going to provide great sustenance tomorrow, so all I'm going to do is just wrap these up and they will be ready to go. So that is it, done. I will see you in the morning for the start of the trek.
Oh God, the music.
Okay, so just arrived here in Threkel. The sun is shining and the sky is blue. It's a perfect day for hiking, so we're going to get out and hit the road. We'll do a few little breaks, fuel up as we go along. For now, we just need to get going, just enjoy this beautiful, beautiful place. All right, so it looks like this is the first peak that we have to hit. So I've got to get up to the top of this, which looks quite hard, but we'll do it pretty quickly, I think. And then we'll be carrying on from there.
Dude, you're not gonna last doing this. You're not gonna last on the vegan diet doing this.
Just getting close to the summit of Clough Head now, and it was quite steep. It's quite a climb.
Dude, I bet you feel absolutely horrible. I could see myself being at least a little breathless doing this on carnivore, like, because I'm carnivore. But this, all you're eating is carbs. So this would feel awful. I would never, oh my Lord, I would never. I was stupid enough to go into the cross-country run and I fueled up with only carbs that day. Dude, lesson learned, don't do that. You're gonna get tired anyway, but holy crap. Cross-country run? Sorry, I'm really distracted. Somebody's just crying out, just for no reason. It's like, no. You must feel awful. You must feel nauseated at this point. Like, holy crap. I could see, like, carnivores doing this and feeling like, whew, wow, that was quite steep. Whew. But they wouldn't be nauseated, and they wouldn't be starting to shake either.
But I think the views you get from up here make it well worth it. So it's around about 10 to 11 now. We've just got to the top of Great Dodd. So this is one of the peaks that we had to hit, and it's 856 meters is its height. So pretty high up. So I'm just cracking open my porridge for some breakfast, because it's definitely high time. I'm getting a bit hungry now. One thing I didn't mention, which is really important, is rather than what I eat today is what I drink. Now, you can not bring enough food on an expedition like this for a day, and you'll be hungry.
Carnivore you can. Just saying. Meat, if you're only doing this for a day, then yeah, you could bring even meat, typical regular meat from, like cooked meat, like leftover meat from the fridge. You could bring that with you. If this is just a day thing, yeah, you'd be able to bring enough meat. This, no, you definitely can't if you're going to be vegan. Sorry. That's not what I said.
It isn't very pleasant, but it's not going to be particularly dangerous. But not having enough water really is dangerous, so make sure you bring plenty of water if you're doing.
Yeah, with carnivore, all you need is a bottle with good filtered water and electrolytes. Yep, there you go. Bam, there you go. A big bottle, like maybe, I would say a 2 liter just to be on the safe side, because you are probably going to break out in a sweat even if you're carnivore. But it's going to be worse as a vegan. This, dude, I don't even think a 2 liter bottle of water would cut it.
A trek like this,
And then you're going to be peeing a lot because you're peeing out all your extra glycogen. And from what it sounds like, he didn't eat until he got up to this point. It sounds like he just headed out and didn't eat breakfast until he didn't eat anything until he came out here. So that's even more dangerous. Now you're putting your body into even more stress. Dude, you are not going to last, man.
particularly if it's a warm, sunny day like it is today. So I'm going to tuck in now. Well, that's just what I needed. Perfect. This will definitely keep me fueled until my sandwich is for lunch.
You're gonna feel that way because you're starving yourself by malnourishing yourself by eating only plants. You are malnourished. Everything is gonna be like, oh, heavenly to you. You are malnourished. You are. You are.
Now, I think we all know there are significant physical benefits to exercise. It's so good for us in so many different ways. Our muscles, our bones, our circulatory system, everything. But I think what's perhaps less well known is the mental health benefits and the kind of emotion.
Oh, do you actually feel good right now? Don't sound like you feel good. You sound like, oh, but I'm gonna do this anyway for my channel, for views.
And well-being benefits of exercise, which are huge. You know, if we can, we want to be doing exercise just for those benefits too. And then the other aspect of that scientific research really shows
That you're really struggling deep down, and that the research that you actually read is actually not true. It's not true that it's beneficial for you. This is insane. You are not feeling your body properly at all.
is beneficial for our emotional state and our well-being. It's actually just being outside, being in nature.
This could kill you. Could you, like, dude, I would never. This could kill you. The heart could go into overdrive because you're stressing your body out so much. You're starved. I feel like the heart could go into overdrive and then you'd go into cardiac arrest and, oh, frig. Dude, like, I don't hear anybody with him, but, oh, frig. Could you imagine if he did this all alone, not even on a YouTube video, like he didn't even film himself, just went out there alone? There'd be nobody. No one would come out to save him. Like, holy crap. And if there are people around and they're all vegan, they're not going to be able to help because they're not going to be able to get down there either. They're not going to be able to get down fast enough. They probably don't even have cell reception. Because, you know, usually in the mountains, you don't get cell reception. So, holy crap, man. If something really bad, oh my Lord. Why do people do this? Like, at least eat a better diet before doing something like this. And bring people with you. Lots. Bring a whole group of people. vegan, non-vegan, whatever. Bring them all. This is not safe to do alone. I would never do this. Don't do this alone, people. Do not do this alone. Don't do it when vegan. Holy crap. Do not do it. If you have heart issues, if you have not eaten yet, to start the morning off.
Somewhere like this, it's so beautiful, so green. There's birds singing, there's sheep roaming around. It's just a really nice place to spend time. Now, most of us don't have something like this on our doorsteps, granted, but I think most people can usually get to somewhere like this within a drive or even through public transport quite often. And so if you can, I'd really recommend it. And I mean, I think at this point we know so many incredible plant-based athletes that prove that
later on they couldn't keep it going. Yeah. Later on they couldn't keep it going. Just saying. I don't know what year you're working on, but it's not 2012 anymore. That's for dang sure. It's 2023. It's 2023, and you are still working. Your brain is still in 2012. Grow up.
you can be vegan, you can have a vegan diet, and not only survive intense physical activity, but actually thrive. It can actually help make you.
You don't sound like you're thriving. Holy crap. Listen to you. You sound like you're about to pass out. Dude. Stop for like 2 hours before you literally go into cardiac arrest. You sound like... I feel like if I was next to him, I'd hear his heart. I wouldn't even have to go to put my head to his chest to hear it. I can just hear boom, 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 boom.
Better. So I hope that what you're seeing me eat today can show you that there's no need to overcomplicate eating vegan, even if you're doing quite intense physical activity for quite a long time. Quite simple foods, you know, porridge, sandwiches, they're easy to prepare. And if you wanted any snacks or anything like that, I think kind of a trail mix, like dried fruit and nuts, are ideal. You can sometimes even get store-bought little kind of bars made of fruit and nuts. I found one of those in my pack, which is ideal, so I may have a snack on that later. Here we go. So,
My goodness. Oh gosh. It's all packaged crap too. It's like processed meat would be better than this, but like you can't do this. You can't. Like, no, there's no way you can survive this. You can't do this frequently as a vegan. You can't.
I would definitely encourage you, if you can, to get outside and do some exercise in whatever green spaces there are near you. Okay, the steep part's about to start now, so I probably need to sign off because I'm not going to be able to talk soon. Alright, this is just about the halfway point. We've done 6 peaks, 7 still to do. You see behind me, that's where we're going next. So we've just stopped at the top of Helvellyn for a lovely lunch break. So I have my humongous sandwich that's like the size of my face, but that will definitely keep me going for the afternoon.
Yeah. Carnivore, all you need to do is pull out a little bowl of meat. Nope. Little spoon or fork, depending on how you like to eat it. And eat it. Just eat the meat. That's all you gotta do. You don't need these complicated sandwiches. Just cook up a bunch of meat the night before and then bring it with you. Yep.
Right, just coming down this quite steep path, and we're going to go around this beautiful tarn, Grisdale Tarn, and then up to this peak, which is Fairfield. To give me the last boost of energy I need, I'm just going to have this little raw fruit and nut bar. Just give me that last boost. I need to get up
I don't even think on carnivore you need that last boost.
this big hill.
Oh, and by the way, if you want to really conquer something like this on carnivore, you need to start eating organs. Just saying. Just saying, you're not going to be able to do this. Dude, when I eat liver and stuff, I am able to do a lot more walking with my mom than if I didn't. I can't just leave organs out. I have to eat organs because I can still walk. I have pretty good stamina, but I have better stamina if I include them.
Well, we reached the end of the day. It's been quite a challenging day, but I'm really proud we've done it.
You're lucky too. You're very lucky. You are lucky. You don't want to do this. You don't keep putting your body through this crap if you're vegan, especially if you're vegan. Don't, no. You could, look, the heart is electrical, right? And it's a muscle. So if you don't feed it right, what happens to muscles when you don't feed them right? They change. Sometimes, depending on the muscle, it'll get enlarged or it'll get smaller, depending on what's going on. The heart will probably become enlarged and start pumping very irregularly. As a vegan, you just can't do this. Carnivore, you could probably do it and be okay. But I don't think it would feel good on either diet, but vegan in particular, no, this is you're asking for death pretty much. This is dangerous. Don't ever do it. Don't do it. Do not do it. Do not do it. I know there are some probably that have done it. I'm telling you to not do it because I don't want anything bad happening to you. If you already have a heart condition and you're vegan, you're out of luck, my friend. You're just asking for trouble. Don't do this.
And it's been just stunningly beautiful. The scenery is breathtaking. It really, really is. So in total, we hit 14 peaks and it took us 8 hours. The distance we covered was just shy of 24 kilometers and we did 1,800 meters of ascent. So it really has been a hard working day for the legs. But happily, I was well fueled by the food that I prepped last night and that's kept me going all day. And I really hope that's given you some ideas.
Okay, well, I guess he's done. No, don't do this. Don't do this. You're just asking for trouble. Don't do it. I wouldn't recommend my worst enemy do this. Whoops. Don't want to do that. Yeah, so don't do that. Don't ever do that. You are just asking for trouble. You're going to get yourself hurt. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If, like I said in my last video, if you like organs, eat them. It's probably a sign you need them. And if you don't, but really want to try incorporating them, find something you could maybe wrap them up in or something like, because that way it will take away or find ground beef that you can, like, that has it ground up in it. Because sometimes they'll do that. They'll grind up organ meat in your ground beef for you. I'd recommend you find something like that. Yep. I eat it plain. I eat the liver separately. That's how I do it. And if you don't like organs and don't want to eat them, don't eat them. I don't care. You do you. But, you know, I'm just saying as a general rule of thumb, like, dude, especially women, please, you need organs, especially if you're bleeding. And don't be climbing mountains as a vegan. If you're just carbing up all day, carbs all day. That's all you eat. You're gonna be a wreck. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Carbs.